All right, guys, Fula coming to you with another video. I just want to give you all an update on some of the books that I'm I'm like gonna either I'm reading or either I'm gonna be reading, So here's a couple of titles. I have a lot more, but I didn't feel like just digging through them. But here y'all go anyway. This is the first book about Malcolm X, Rahmatullah Alayhi. The thing is, there was news that came out to me that the Alex Haley book was actually a setup, and someone actually said that Alex Haley book with the autobiography, that Alex Haley was actually in cahoots with the FBI, and so the thing is about that book, we don't know how accurate everything that was said in the book is, because of the simple fact that Alex Haley, he had ulterior motives in that book. So I decided to get this one instead, just to know his mind, and what along the lines was he thinking in terms of like black people and the liberation of black people. That's why I got this one instead, because I was really shocked to hear about the funny business that was going on in the autobiography. So this is one of the titles. I can never stop reading about Amilcar Cabral. It's like I've had many books on Amilcar Cabral. I mean, I'm even reading one right now. It's in Portuguese, though. I don't like reading in Portuguese, but if I have to, I will, granted. So yeah, I'm reading, gonna start on this one as well. It's definitely one of the ones, that I didn't know even exists, but I'm definitely looking forward to tapping into that, Now this one, I kind of got this one just due to the simple fact that I'm a big fan of the Gnawa music of Morocco. Morocco has different, I want to say different, genres of music. And when you listen to the Gnawa music, that thing comes from West Africa. That thing comes from south of the Sahara. And so, I want to explore more. The thing is about Morocco is that they won't tell you, but a lot of the Moroccan, like even the very foundation of the country of Morocco is built on blackness. I mean, some of the first people to have dynasties and stuff like that, they were black. Of course, they're not going to tell you that, but hopefully this book will tell you about that. I got this book by Walter Rodney, The Western Revolution, or The Russian Revolution. And the reason why I got this book is for the simple fact that I want to hear it from his perspective. I want to hear it from a black perspective, the whole Bolshevik revolution. I want to hear what a black person has to say about it, because most of the time when we read about it, we read it in the lenses of someone else, and it would be interesting to hear it from the lens of one of our brothers, So this is one book I decided that I was going to get, because I mean, of course I know about the Cuban Revolution, I know about North Korea. And of course, I know about my own home turf of Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, and that revolution, and the Angolan one, and the Mozambican one. I know about those ones, but I'm not really, and the Burkina Faso revolution, of course. and the Grenada Revolution. But I'm not really too keen or too hip on, what went down in the Russian Revolution. So this is going to give me, like, hopefully an insight more into that. So I got this one too. It's basically like simple practical means of, using medicine from Nelato, alayhi salatu salam. And, I'm just going to use them. It has good things in there. As you see, figs are in the front of the thing. I think you have some dates and some watermelon and just simple things that, can maybe go a long way in, like keeping your body intact, keeping all the juices flowing right, keeping yourself intact. You know what I mean? So that's why I got this book,
You stop rolling that camera. Put that camera away now.
I got this book. It's called Homeland is Arena. And it's about like the Senegalese immigrants who came here to America. And I got this book because it just basically gives me an understanding more of, why we kind of end up where we are, As I said before, I have a big family. I have a very big family. I was just talking to my uncle the other day, and we have more than 5 surnames in my family. And then I'll ask him, yo, am I related to them? And he'll reply back in the affirmative. And yeah, you're related to them. So some of my relatives indeed are from Senegal. So this is a good little thing to read on, So that's why I got this one. So I got this one too. Samora Machel. There's not too much literature available on Samora Machel. He's the Mozambican's first democratically elected president. So I wanted to read more on him, and I wanted to read more into the struggle and what he was involved in order to carry out the struggle, for liberation. So I want to read more on him. Hopefully we get into what type of man he was, and it'll be a good read. I got this one, this is very sad to read, but this was a gift to me, sad to read, but it's the least you can do for the family. It's just go ahead and cop it, and so that's what I did. As sad as it is, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I really don't need to talk about it or anything like that. But I do intend to read it. I intend to read it maybe in May or something. I'm gonna read it, just to get hopefully some inspiration on doing things, carrying out difficult tasks. So I'm gonna read this book.
Put that camera away now.
I was sent this book. This is actually my code of conduct. And this is probably why a lot of people do dislike me, because I do have a code of conduct. And this code of conduct that we have, is very, very much built into the tribe's makeup, and it includes certain characteristics. And a lot of people don't like those characteristics because they include maybe, keeping to yourself most of the time. They include not talking much, so this is just a reminder of of keeping that code. I got this book right here. Actually, this was sent to me by my uncle, because I have one uncle. He lived in Nouadhibou, which is like near the ocean in Mauritania. And the thing is about it is nobody understands that there was apartheid in Mauritania against black soldiers and against blacks in general. It's still going on. And, you know, they went through a lot of horrific things once a regime came in that pretty much hated black people even more than the country already hates black people. So this is just a good insight on like the things that really went down, you know, in there. So I'm gonna read this, of course. You know, I know it's gonna probably be hard to read, you know, because we're gonna hear some of the horrible things that they actually did inside, you know, to the black troops, you know. And, you know, with that being said, you know, those are just a couple of titles I got. You know, I got quite a few more. Right now, I'm actually reading, you guys, if you guys looked at the previous video, I'm reading the Europe Underdeveloped Africa, but I'm also reading a book on the Fab Four. And the Fab Four, meaning that there were 4 middleweights in boxing that, you know, during that era, that's when you can say that, damn, boxing is good right now. Those middleweights are none other than Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Roberto Duran. So yeah, I'm reading a book on that, and it's very, very good. It tells you the shadiness of the boxing business, you know. And it also tells you the slimy snake-like tactics of Bob Arum too, you know. And you get more insight into those fighters, you know, and other fighters for that matter. But anyhow, man, I just wanted to make this real quick. So leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Let me know what y'all are reading. Okay, Fuller signing out. Njara.
One more book I got was this one. You know, just to get a really specific insight into the, you know, the Eritrean struggle for independence from an Islamic perspective, basically. Because quietness is kept. The first insurgencies to like push for independence were the Muslims. So, you know, that just shatters the you know, the notion that, you know, Islam is some pacifist type of thing, and that Islam made like black people docile and shit like that, when it did complete opposite, when it actually put an engine in like a lot of movements and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyhow, man, just want to add that onto this collection. But I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. I'll probably have another product review maybe tonight or something like that, probably. But anyhow, Fuller signing out. Njara.